Hey friends, Vlcd 2, down 2.8. My husband's down 5.2. I'd love to switch with him. And the boot, he gets to eat things that I would never be able to eat, but that's men for you. I had burger, apple, water, coffee, Kelly Kicker, and then burger. I may not be able to eat burger this round. I don't know. That's not a very high loss for me, but I also weighed at 4 o'clock this morning because we have a new puppy that is sleeping in our bedroom and it woke up and needed to use the bathroom. My husband always gets up at that time anyways, and I could not go back to sleep, so I just got up. And historically, when I weigh that early, I have smaller losses, so it's fine. My husband, on the other hand, got to eat a slice of bread, chicken that had been cooked in olive oil, carrots, you know, and he eats more food than I do. He's a big guy though, so he's going to be able to do that. Men and women are different. He'll only have to do a 21-day round and then he'll be done. Let's see. I would say I'm probably going to do a little bit of exercise on this round. I'm thinking about doing a 52-week challenge, which introduces a new type of exercise every week. You just pick something, and it could be something you've done in the past, but I'm looking to push the edge of the envelope a little bit and try some new things. I'd like to incorporate yoga. I've never gone to a yoga class. I don't think at this point, I think I'm afraid to go to a yoga class because I already know I am not as limber as I used to be because I do so much sitting. I can still touch my palms flat to the floor in front of my feet, but there's other things that I have issues with. My back, I've had back issues my whole life, and then I've also had 4 shoulder surgeries. And I've got joint issues. So I think the older I get, I'm starting to notice that my movement is becoming harder and harder to do, and that maybe yoga would be something that I should think about. So I'd like to do yoga. I'd like to try rock climbing. I'd like to try a spin class. I'd like to not be self-conscious about putting on the exercise clothes and going to that type of class. I walk. I have no problem going for long hikes and walking, but I blew one of my knees out years ago playing soccer with my kids, and I've just never fixed it. And then because my weight is up, I already know I can't run anymore. I can walk. I struggle going uphill and downhill after long distances. But anyways, I'm thinking about this 52-week challenge. I saw it last year. It's when you pick a new exercise every week and you try it out. And I don't want it to be a bunch of pressure, but I also know if I don't put the pressure on, I won't do it. I'll just sit and think, oh, wouldn't it be nice to try a yoga class? Oh, wouldn't it be nice to be able to paddleboard this summer in a pair of board shorts and be comfortable doing that? And it's like you see HCG Chica, she's out there kicking ass, lifting and doing all that. And I used to run a fitness center. I used to be the manager and the trainer when in my late teens, when I was 18 and 19, before I met my husband. That's how I met my husband. He remodeled the fitness center that I was working at in a small town, and I was the manager there, and that's how we met. So there's a little history for you guys. He was on the fire department in a very small town that I live in. And my boyfriend, soon to be fiance, was also on the fire department, and his dad was the fire chief. So we kind of blew that whole situation up. That was the talk of the town. It still is the talk of the town because we still live in that damn town. But we had to move for about 15 years before we could move back. Anyways, and it's hilarious because now I totally am off the rails. But I'll just finish. My kids are the same age as his kids and my ex-boyfriend, ex-fiance. And they go to school together. So it's definitely amusing who you can run into in the grocery store, at the pumping your gas and all of that. The fitness center no longer exists, and my husband no longer does work that small. He doesn't remodel anymore. He does huge projects. Anyways, I digress. Is anyone interested in that concept, that 52-week challenge? I mean, today's the 4th of January, so I'm already limiting myself because I have, this weekend left to accomplish some type of new thing. And I don't want to pound out all the easy ones first. Like last week, we went for a really long hike and took all the dogs out. And it was a blast. I loved it. I loved being outside. It was cold. The dogs were exhausted when we got back. And I slept better that night. So those are the things that I'm thinking about doing and wondering if anyone is interested in that. I'm going to do a little bit of research on it. And then I think what I'll do is I'll just post whatever new activity I tried that week on Instagram. I know I keep saying Instagram, but I'm getting in the flow of the YouTube. I look at, as soon as I get in the car, I think, okay, I should vlog and get it out of the way. It's just so different than the aspect of taking a photograph. I love taking pictures, and but I also like talking to you guys, and I'm already getting hooked on watching vlogs. So it's so fun yesterday to open up my queue and see like 6 new people that haven't vlogged, or they're not new, they're old, that that I'm not even familiar with, that vlogged in the last few years, that when I wasn't vlogging, they were on. And then there's even a few really old timers from 4 or 5 years ago that are vlogging, and I love all those girls because we've done battle together, and it's okay to be back here again. It means you're still in the game. Your head's still in the game. You're trying to be better. You're trying to do right by yourself. And wherever you're at, it doesn't matter. Just get back in the game. And then you got really old timers like Donna. I love you, Donna. You're so awesome. She goes up and down too, but she won't let herself do the drastic up and down. She seems to pretty much maintain, but she needs to because of her health. And thank you for saying hello, everyone that said hello yesterday and the day before. But I just find it so, I don't know, it's just such a neat thing that some of these people that aren't even doing rounds anymore, they still check in. They still say, hey, I see you, how are you doing, what are you up to? Or they offer you, prayers or positive energy, or, just a comment to let you know that you're not alone in this world. And the world can be a lonely place when you're dieting. And so it's nice to have all of you here. And my husband does this diet differently than I do. So yeah, he's there with me, but I try not to pay too much attention to what he's doing because I can't do what he's doing. But I'm thrilled that he's decided to tackle this at the same time, because it definitely makes it easier on me cooking wise. My kids, 2 of them, they can fend for themselves. They eat pretty well. So all right, so hopefully tomorrow I get another big whoosh. And today I've had an apple, and I'm drinking an apple cider vinegar water right now, and I'm gonna go home and have a salad. It's 2:20. I had coffee, and I had a Cali Kicker this morning. That's every day for me. Those are things I do. And other than that, I will check in tomorrow. All right, take care, everybody. Ciao.